Lesson 8.7, solving equations in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The learning targets are I can factor polynomials of that form, and I can solve equations of that form equal 0. So the first technique that we want to learn here is how to factor trinomials. Let's take, for example, this trinomial here. It's 6x squared minus 14x plus 4. So we have three terms. Step number 1 is to factor out the common factor if there is one. So we look at 6, negative 14, and 4, and we look and we try to get a greatest common factor. 4 is not going to work because 4 can't go into 6 evenly, or nor 14. So what about 2, another factor of 4? It goes into all of them evenly. So we factor out the 2, leaves us with 3x squared minus 7x plus 2. Right? You could double check this by distributing out, and you could see that if you did distribute out, you would be left with 6x squared minus 14x plus 4, which is our original trinomial. So now that we're here, we're going to look at the polynomial, the trinomial that's left over, and we're going to factor that. Now we're going to factor it using the diamond method, except the only difference here is that our a is a number that is greater than 1, right? So our a is 3. So we're going to use the diamond method, but a little bit differently. Here goes the a times c, and down here goes the b. So our a times c in this case is 3 times 2. So our a times c is 6, and our b is negative 7. Okay. The thing that's different here is that we're going to put this 3x in the first term into our two side columns. So we're going to say 3x over on one side and 3x over on the other side. Now what we're going to do is we are going to find two numbers that multiply to 6 and add up to negative 7. Right, and we're going to put that below as a denominator in these fractions. So two numbers that multiply to 6 and add up to negative 7, well, since they multiply to a positive number and add up to a negative number, they're both going to be negative. And what is the number? It's going to be 6 times 1. 6 times negative 6 and negative 1 multiply to negative 6, positive 6, and negative 6 plus negative 1 add up to negative 7. Right? So now that we're here, what you need to do is reduce the fractions, simplify the fractions. All right. So this one over here, we have a greatest common factor of 3. So it's going to turn into x over negative 2. All right. I divided 3 by 3, and it becomes 1x. I divide negative 6 by 3, and it becomes negative 2. Over here, there's no greatest common factor, so we leave it the way it is. Right. And so what is our answer going to be? It's going to be this. We're going to look at this first fraction. That's going to be our first set of factors, x minus 2. This one here is going to be our second set of factors, 3x minus 1 equals 0. And of course, we don't want to forget the 2 that we factored out earlier. So it'd be 2 times all of that. Right? So this is our final answer. And so when I'm coming up here, it's going to be 2 times x minus 2 times 3x minus 1 parentheses, and that's our answer. You can go ahead and use the FOIL method or the times table method to distribute this out and check to see if we end up with this polynomial. But I'm confident that you will see or would see that we do.